Hello and welcome to part 3 of the flat pack stool. In this video we're going to show you how to do a drawing of the stool. So in order to do a drawing we need to go down to the bottom of the screen here where there's a little plus symbol. Click on that plus symbol and then we're going to create a drawing. Now you might get a slightly different window that pops up on your one here. Essentially we want to do a drawing with no views on it, so we get to decide what views of the parts we have. But we do need to have it in millimeters. That's a mm in the document here. So whatever these letters are at the start, but make sure that it's mm. You can do inches, so INCH. You don't want that one. You just want mm.dwt and hit OK. Now what this will do now is this will create a new little tab down the bottom here. You can see drawing 1 next to assembly 1. And at the moment we don't have anything on here. Now what I'm going to do first is actually add a picture of my assembly. So rather than go to Part Studios, I'm going to insert a picture of my assembly first. And assembly 1, I'm just going to put a picture of the assembled job in the corner here. Now it's actually giving me a front view. I actually want to have a 3D view from the first, so let's go isometric view first. Change that view to isometric and let it load. There it is. That's a nice view of the top and side. I just click that down on the page. Excellent. So that's showing us our isometric view. Okay. Now we need to actually show pretty much the top view of all the other parts. So we're going to go back to insert a part here. We're going to go insert and we're going to go, let's go part 1. And we're going to change front view to top view. Now you can also change the scale that you have it on. At the moment it's a 1:8 scale, which is the entire scale for everything on the sheet. That is actually written down here on the bottom of there it is, scale on the bottom of the drawing as well. So the drawing should record that information as well. We're going to leave it at 1:8 because I think that fits better. But if you wanted to change that, it will add a little scale underneath it so that it will note that this one is different to the scale of the rest of the drawings. Let's go ahead and click that one down. Now I don't really want any other views of the pieces. I only really want the top view for this one. Side view is pretty much not going to show anything, so it's just going to be a flat line. Let's go ahead and insert another part, part 2. Again, we want it to be a top view. Looking down on it, I'm going to insert that one. Insert one more. Insert part 3 and a top view. Let's put part 3 over here. Okay, so there are all our parts. I'm just going to hit escape. There are all our parts. Now what we want to do is we want to have measurements of these. So we want to use this same dimension tool. So we're going to use the dimension tool now. Let's go ahead and start with this one. It's nice and square so it's easy to follow. We want to know the length of this side, 390. We want to know the length of this side, 270. Let's say we want to know the length of this piece here. Should be 186, or it might actually be better to go to the top there, but I don't know if it's going to let us. We're going to have to go there. Okay, and then I also might want to know the angle. So from here to here is 87 degrees. You know what? I'm not going to put it there. I'm actually going to put my dimension tool. I'm going to go this corner, just so that there's not too many bits of information and all squashed together. Sometimes it can be a bit confusing. So 87 degrees there. I'm actually going to change that to be 87 degrees rather than 0.0, just 87. Okay, so we can do that there. 87 degrees. Okay, that's pretty much all we need for this one. You can go ahead and fix this one up as well. I think it was 186. No, sorry, I remember now. When I measured this edge, it was actually this edge, which is 187 exactly. So this one, because it's a little bit shorter, is just 186 point something, but the outside edge should be 187 exactly. So we can go ahead and delete that one. Let's just leave that one in there, like that. Okay, let's go ahead and measure this one. So from here to here, 168. From this line to the top, 400. From the top to here, 6.5. Now we want this angle again, from here to here, 93 degrees. Okay, I'm going to measure from here to here, 198. Again, I think it might be the outside edge, so let's just delete that one. From here to here. No, it isn't the outside edge, so it must be the inside edge. 1, 2, 198. Because it's 198.15, and it's because we're not going on that slight angle. If I actually move that up now, 198.42, it probably is actually the outside edge. If I go from there to there, and move up on that angle, there it is, 198 exactly. Okay, so it was just because of that slight 3-degree angle, I needed to move my mouse up a little bit, and it would give me that 198 exactly. There we go. Now that that's done, now that it's locked in, I can move it into that position, and it won't snap to that other size now anymore. Okay, I might even put the angle here, 87 degrees. Okay, this one again is a bit odd. Why they give me the 0.0 on the air? I don't really need the 0.0, so that was just double clicking, and I can move that to where it needs to be. Okay, and I think that's all the measurements for that one. What about this measurement? Let's measure that as well. So dimension tool from here to here, and that's 16. Okay, might do the same on this one as well. Let's measure from here to here. It's also 16. Okay. Alright, now for the top piece, I want to know the length of this. I want to know the width. I want to know from here to here. Now, this one is actually giving me the radius of this corner. So what I need to do for this one, because these have actually got curves on them and they're not straight lines, I actually need to add a line in here. I'm going to draw a line out, and I'm going to make this line just anywhere, as long as it's a straight line there, sitting like that. I'm going to go hit escape now so it stops drawing that line. But it's pretty much just anywhere up here, and then I'm going to grab the middle of this line, and I'm going to drop it in until it snaps onto the edge of that arc there. You can see where it lights up that little triangle. I'm going to do the same on all 4 edges. So let me go ahead and do that very quickly now. These lines don't have to be any specific length. You can see in a minute we can delete them. Oops, I don't need the dimension tool, I need to grab it. Alright, there we go. Snap it on. Okay. So now what we'll do is we'll measure from this line to this line, and it's not 41.75. We're actually going to change this size. It should be 400. Sorry, it should be 334 is what it is. Okay, and we can check that by going back into our Part Studio, and you can check in your sketch. The sketch there should show 334. Okay, so we're just making our drawing make the same. So back in our drawing now, 334 for that way. We're going to measure from here to here, and that shouldn't be 50, it should be 400. Okay, so what I think it's actually measuring there is actually the distance on the page. From this line to this line, that's the distance on the page, 50 millimeters, right? So we don't want it to be 50 millimeters, we don't want it to be 400. So you just go in and change that size. Now what you can now do is you can now delete those lines. Okay, well I might just, before I delete all the lines, I might just go ahead and put a measurement from this line to this edge. No, it's not going to let me do that. Let me go ahead and go put another line. I'm going to put another line now in line with this one. And I'm going to snap it. Let's go snap it. Let's grab the corner of it, snap it onto there, make that one so it's straight. There we go. So now I've got these lines in line with that one, and I'm going to measure again. This is not going to tell me the right measurement because it's the measurement on the page. So it's 0 degrees. I want it to be saying a measurement. Let's change that 0 degrees and let's make it 70. Okay. And I hit escape there. So that's giving me the measurement now. But now after you've put the measurement on, you can delete the lines, which makes it really good because that's, whoa. Control Z there, deleted part of my drawing. Delete the lines there. Now you can see that measurement there can just sit in there like that. Okay. You can see we've got the overall measurement from here to here, from here to here. We've got all our measurements. I can actually move that up. Whoops. Let's just move everything. Select everything, move it up. There we go. Moving it up. So we've got a bit of space between that one and the next one. And that is how we do a drawing. So once you want to print this or you want to save it as a PDF, you can go ahead and move any of these to where they want to go. The measurements should come with them, except for those ones that are a bit weird with that top piece. But you can go ahead and you can click these 3 lines, and then you can hit print, and that should take you to this screen where you can show how you can print or you can download it rather, as a PDF. Okay, and that's pretty much how to do a drawing of the flat pack stool. Alright, thanks for watching this video. See you next time.